Council on Economic Education and the Canadian Foundation for Economic Education.
And we only have about a week to do it. Anyway, I told Mrs. Schultz that we'd be there really soon.
Lily, this is crazy. Vacation is supposed to be for relaxing, not painting houses.
Yeah, I know. But we've only got 1 week, and I want to make some money.
Hey, come here. Why don't you just take this job at Waltz's?
No, not enough money.
It'll probably take up our whole vacation. And besides, we've never done a job that big before.
We've painted your room 1,000,000 times. Look, all I told Mrs. Schultz was we'd check it out, okay?
But I want to relax.
So relax. I'm not forcing you to work with me.
No.
No! I'll find someone else who wants to make several $100s.
Several hundred?
And help me buy the supplies.
Lily and June have only 1 week of vacation time. Their limited time is a scarce resource. There are several things they can do with this scarce time. They can use the time to relax. They can use the time to work part-time and make some money, and still have some time for relaxation. Or they can use all their time to paint Mrs. Schultz's rooms. What is their problem? The problem is scarcity. How should they use their limited time? What are their alternatives? No work, some work, all work. No work, some work, all work. What's important to them? What are their criteria? To relax or to make money? A decision-making chart can help solve the problem. If the girls don't work, they can use all of their vacation time to relax. But they will not earn any money. If they use some of their vacation time to work, they would have some time to relax. And they would make some money. If they use all their vacation time to work, they would have no time to relax, but would make lots of money. They must evaluate their alternatives and decide.
Do you really think we could make that much?
For sure.
Okay.
It's a family reunion. My relatives come from all across the country. Here in this room, I want the walls and the trim painted. Would you like to see the other rooms?
Oh, yes, please.
Here in the dining room, I want just the walls painted. We'll leave the woodwork the way it is. And there's the kitchen. Out here, see, there's quite a lot of woodwork. And the cupboards and the walls. Well, that's it.
It's a big job.
Not that big, just 3 rooms.
The painters who looked at it said they couldn't come before 3 weeks. But the reunion's a week tomorrow. Oh, Excuse me. Hello? Oh, Millie. I have a couple of girls here.
Millie, we only have a week's vacation.
We can do it in 1 week.
Yeah, we won't have time to do anything else.
I'll ask them.
The money, June. Think of the money. Sure, it'll be a lot of work.
All
We'll
right.
make at
I'll call
least
you tomorrow.
500.
Bye now.
You really think she'll pay us that much?
Girls, do you have any experience at painting?
My father is Chester Navarro. He's a professional painter, and I've watched him work since I was 8 years old. And sometimes he lets me help him, too.
Well, we've painted my room lots of times.
Yeah, that's right. You can call up her mother and ask her. She'll tell you we do good work.
This is a lot bigger job than just painting one room. And what about the paint? Will you use good quality paint?
The best. We'll let you choose the brand.
You may have to mix a special color to match my drapes.
We'll let the paint store do that.
Will you guarantee that you'll be finished on time?
Oh, yes. We'll be done before the reunion. We'll put it in writing. That is, if you can afford the price.
Now, that's a very good question. You see, the painters wanted $1,000, and that would be impossible on my budget.
Well, we can do it for much less than that.
You can.
How does 700 sound?
Well, that sounds acceptable.
That's great. Mrs. Schultz, you won't be sorry.
There we go. That should do it.
Great.
Your dad does know about this, doesn't he?
He'll like the idea that I'm making money instead of spending it.
Well, we've already spent about $200 on paint brushes and tools.
Oh, I didn't think it would cost that much. But look, after Mrs. Schultz pays us, we'll still make $500.
Oh, yeah? Well, you can show that to him now.
Lily, Mrs. Schultz phoned me to check up on you. I think you should give back the paint and tell her you can do the job.
She can't do that.
Why not?
Well, I've already mixed this paint. It's a special color.
This is wrong. You never before did such a big painting job.
We have a contract. And I've given Mrs. Schultz my word as a Navarro.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Where'd you get the money to pay for this?
June and I took it out of our savings.
But how do you know you're going to make some money? Painting takes a lot of time and a lot of materials.
We will.
But what if you don't?
We will. We've given our word, Dad.
Thanks.
Extension cord, $1.98. Listen to this. 2 gallons of paint, $35. Wallpaper remover, $4.98. 1 small brush, $4.99. Tacks, $3.47.
Okay. We'll still make money.
What if we don't finish on time?
We'll just have to work harder and get it done.
Lily, look at these. If I work any harder, I'll be one giant blister by the end of this vacation.
It's harder than you thought, eh?
Much harder, Mr. Navarro. You should see this place. It's huge. Lily, we could use some advice, don't you think?
She doesn't want my help.
Well, I'm asking you, as a professional, would you come look at the Schultz's place and tell us how we're doing?
Okay. I think you should look beautiful when you're finished.
When do you think that'll be, Mr. Navarro?
Well, you're doing all 3 rooms? Prime coat, one finish,
Yeah?
little patching. The rate you're going, I figure about 3 days.
No.
We don't have 3 days, Pa.
How are you fixed for money? You have enough to hire a 3rd brush. 3 painters could finish this job in 2 days.
But if we pay someone to help us, we'll make even less money. And maybe we better work late every night instead.
Okay, let's see if we can straighten up this thing. Look it. The first thing is you have to define the problem exactly. Then maybe we can find a different way to deal with it, some different alternatives, okay? Now, what exactly is the problem?
The problem is that we have a lot of work to do and not much time.
And how?
Time is a real scarce resource.
And our money is disappearing before our eyes.
Okay. So, the way I see it, I think the 2 alternatives you have are working nights or hire help. Okay. But what is important to you? What is your criteria?
We took this job for the money.
Okay, money.
It'd be nice to have at least our evenings free. I mean, this is our vacation.
Okay, free time. Now, it's up to you to think about your choices and decide what you want to do.
Well, if we work nights, we can make more money than if we hired another painter.
But if we work nights, our social life would take a beating. If we hire help, we'll have enough free time to go to that concert. We already bought the tickets. What a miserable set of choices. We should have planned this thing better.
We should have budgeted this thing more carefully.
It's good to learn from your mistakes, but what are you going to do?
Could you recommend a painter for us?
Well, I know a good one. At a fair price.
You made it!
Just in time.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay, we did the job, all right?
Yeah. But next time, I'm gonna have to define the problem and list the alternatives and decide which choice is the best.
Come on.
Girls, you did a lovely job.
The place is beautiful. I'd like to have my new apartment painted this summer. What about it?
The content for Give and Take was developed with funds from a consortium of 26 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds were provided by these corporations and foundations. Additional support was provided by the Office of Consumers Education, U.S. Department of Education. This program was produced by The Filmworks for TV Ontario, under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instructional Television. The following is presented by the Joint Council on Economic Education and the Canadian Foundation for Economic Education.
To find a way to get more students to eat a nutritious lunch. Oh, this hanging out at the shopping center is getting to be a real problem. And it's not just a balanced diet I'm concerned about. Too many of our students are missing lunch entirely. Stephanie, your tray.
Sorry, Miss Camara.
They're putting their money into those game machines.
Well, if you want to keep them in here, you're going to have to bring in some of those video games. Or hire a rock band.
Good.
Give them what they go to the shopping center for. Or stop them from leaving the school altogether.
After lunch, you want to go to the record store?
If this life isn't changed pretty soon, we're not going to have time for lunch.
Yeah, go ahead, I'll catch up.
Helen, do we have a student council meeting this afternoon?
We sure do. 3 o'clock sharp.
Hey, Joey, don't forget, student council meeting this afternoon.
Wait up!
Joey, no, go past the light spread, go past!
Joey!
Joey!
As you know, there's been an accident. One of the freshman student council members, Joey Littleton, was hit by a car today. I just received a call from the hospital, and Joey will be okay. But this accident has forced me to review the school's policy of allowing students to leave school grounds during lunch hour. As principal, the public holds me responsible for student safety. Too many of you are leaving the school grounds to go to the shopping center. The cafeteria is deserted. I've had complaints from parents about students not eating lunch at all, from merchants about students loitering in stores, and as evidenced by what happened to Joey, jaywalking is completely out of control. I'm going to be forced to restrict all students to school grounds.
What? You can't just arbitrarily restrict us, Mrs. Camara.
Unless you can come up with an alternative plan. Helena, you're president of the student council. Can you have a recommendation for me by Friday?
We have a right to go where we want to during our lunch period.
I haven't made a final decision yet. The situation's much too serious to ignore any longer, and I can't think of anything else to do. That's why I'm here with you. I'm willing to listen to an alternative plan that meets the public goal of safety and nutrition.
Build a bridge across the road.
That's an idea, but there's no money to do that. Look, here's the criteria that an acceptable alternative must meet. Safety, nutrition, and no extra money.
Mrs. Camaro, I think that we should also list freedom as a criteria.
I'm willing to add freedom so long as you come up with an alternative that meets the other criteria.
Well, I think that the students should be responsible for their own conduct.
Okay. You discuss it with the student council and bring me your recommendation by Friday.
All right, we have to have a meeting tomorrow, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. I'll tell everybody, please be on time. Guess who?
Peggy, Joanne, Diana. I don't know, there's so many.
Ross, cut that out.
Listen, we got a real problem here.
I know. But the students don't want their freedom restricted at lunch hour.
The school does have a responsibility, you know.
We're old enough to take responsibility for ourselves. No one should be able to regulate us like that.
I don't think you're being open-minded about it. I think it deserves a fair investigation.
Okay. If it's a fair investigation you want, the council will do it.
That's fine.
By the way, whose side are you on anyway? Mrs. Camaro has given us a chance to suggest an alternative that meets her criteria as well as ours. The public demands safety and nutrition. The students want to keep their freedom.
Yeah, but we can't spend any more money.
Right, so we have to come up with some alternatives.
I guess Mrs. Camaro's plan is an alternative.
Okay.
What about crossing guards?
Yeah.
I have another alternative. 9th and 10th graders are restricted to school grounds. 11th and 12th graders can leave at lunch hour.
Okay. That's our third alternative. Are there any more? Okay, let's see how the first alternative stacks up against the criteria. All stay. Well, that meets Mrs. Camaro's criteria for safety and nutrition.
It won't cost any money.
But it takes away everyone's freedom. That's why it's not right. Just because we're...
So I guess number 2 is out because it doesn't meet Mrs. Camaro's criteria for nutrition and no extra costs.
Well, that leaves Mrs. Camaro's plan. All stay. Or mine, where only the 9th and 10th graders stay and the 11th and 12th graders get to leave if they want to.
Ross, that's so unfair.
Look, what we found out is the older students were more careful in crossing the street. They're more responsible than the younger kids.
Can't say that. That's age discrimination.
Not only can I say it, but I can prove it. Our figures show that 9th and 10th graders take more chances in crossing the highway, and they eat more junk food.
You can't restrict our freedom just because we're younger than you.
Yeah, that's true.
We've voted 5 times now. And all I know is that we're deadlocked over Ross's alternative. And there's only one person who can break the tie. Well, why shouldn't I be the one to present our problem to Joe?
Because I don't think you can be objective. Either no one presents it or we wait till Friday when he's back in school and we can do it together. Deal?
Deal.
Basically, Joey, it's a consumer protection issue. But it's hard to convince people that their safety and nutrition will require some restriction. I know my alternative discriminates on age, but all tough decisions involve some trade-offs. Restricting the younger grades might let us keep some freedom for the older grades, and 9th and 10th graders will be 11th and 12th graders soon. If we don't do this, everyone will be restricted.
I don't know what I think. It's a tough decision. Protection versus freedom. Especially since I'm the one who gets restricted.
But only until you're older. Like we learned in school, there are a lot of trade-offs between freedom and protection. Like, you can't drive until you're 16. Young kids can't buy beer or cigarettes. You have to be able to handle the responsibility that goes with freedom.
Yeah, but not all protection issues involve age. Like, you have to wear a motorcycle helmet no matter how old you are. And one-way streets and speed limits apply to everyone.
It's just a trade-off. It's just a trade-off.
It's hard to decide. You can't push it on me so quick. You gotta give me time to decide.
Yeah, but just look at it this way. In a couple of years, you'll be in my position, right? After all, you were the one hit by the car.
No kidding.
How you doing, Joey? Hello, Ross.
Hi, Helena.
I bought your milkshake, but I see...
That I already brought him one.
I can drink both.
I thought we weren't going to talk to Joey until Friday.
Well, I thought he might be thirsty. What's your excuse?
I was just in the neighborhood.
Don't you ever give up?
Don't you?
Well, what do you say, Joey? I don't know. I just don't know.
Helen has told me you're still split evenly, 6-4 and 6 against Ross's alternative. Having only younger students stay on school grounds doesn't guarantee safety and nutrition as much as restricting everyone, but it does permit more freedom. May be worth a trade-off. If it makes the older students more aware of their responsibility and gives the younger students something to work toward.
I'm willing to present your alternative to the school board, but only if you can reach a decision and make it a student council recommendation. Please bring me the results of your final vote by the end of school today.
Okay, that's enough. Let's vote on this alternative again.
The content for Give and Take was developed with funds from a consortium of 45 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds were provided by these corporations and foundations. Additional support was provided by the Office of Consumers Education, U.S. Department of Education. This program was produced by the Educational Film Center under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instructional Television.
Fighting through the mob, trying to get on through, applying for the real break now. By the way, this is Mr. Robert Jones, back here on the drums. The one and only Paco Fernandez on the bass. My name is Ricky Blue. Thank you. And we're Vertical Expansion. We'll be back in a minute.
You guys got a real tight sound. I haven't seen a guitar like that since '61.
Thanks. It was my father's. Chuck Bloom?
Chuck Bloom. Yeah, I knew Chuck. He would have been the greatest. By the way, my name's Keith Bogart.
Keith Bogart? Bogart Studios?
Listen, fellas, we're giving a little talent contest for guys like you on your way up.
Is that an invitation, Mr. Bogart?
Sure. You work a little harder and clean up your act, you got a good chance.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Mr. Bogart. I mean, we're pretty busy with school and all that.
Too bad. The winner gets to cut a single in my studio.
This might be just the break we need.
Think about it. You got plenty of time to make a decision. When you're ready, give me a call.
Mr. Bogart? What exactly do you mean, clean up our act?
It's very simple. You've got the talent. What you need is a little class, something to make an impression on the judges. But why don't you get yourself some serious outfits, something that they'll remember? Hmm?
I'll do the best I can, Martha. I'll try. You know I will.
Mom! Guess what? You'll never believe it.
Ricky, I'm on the phone. Yeah, I'll call you. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye, Martha.
What's wrong, Mom?
Well, the doctor says Aunt Martha can go home soon if she gets someone to take care of her.
So go.
But the bus fare, we really can't afford it.
What are you talking about? Just let me know when you want to go and I'll put you on a plane.
Ricky, don't be ridiculous.
The band's doing great. Mom, we're making good money. I can do it.
She does need me.
Then it's settled. Just let me know when you want to go.
Oh.
No, it is real serious, like Mr. Bogart said.
Yeah, and very expensive. I mean, where are we gonna find $1,200?
Well, maybe if we really tried. I mean, if we're chipping everything we earn from our banjo.
I mean, that's easy for you to say, Paco. You never part with a buck. Hey, look, me and Ricky got things we need to buy.
Look, the band's making good money now. With outfits like these, we can make even more after the contest. I say if we decide the outfits are worth it, we ought to make the sacrifice. Cut out the movies.
Records, clothes.
Pizza, pinball. Well, maybe not the pinball, actually.
Hey, look, we all got to give up some things in order to get the outfits, right? Hey, but look, it's worth it, right?
Right. Okay, it's settled. I'll be the treasurer, but remember, once we start putting our money away, we don't stop until we have enough money for the outfits. No exceptions. We put in everything we earn, right?
Right.
Okay. I'll call Mr. Bogart and tell him we're on.
Fighting through the mob, trying to get on through, applying for the job of loving you. I've been trying to tell you what you're doing to my mind, but every time I try, you just can't seem to find a time. I filled out this application, tell them what I can do. Look it over and let me know if I can do the job for you. Job of loving you, needing you, wanting you for my own. Job of holding you, don't you know, never gonna be alone. 'Cause I'm fighting through the mob, trying to get on through, applying for the job of loving you.
So, you've seen what the boys are giving up. What is this called? Opportunity costs are the things you give up when you make one choice instead of another. Saving means not buying now, so you can buy in the future. The opportunity costs of the money you save are the things you don't buy now. Like the record you leave on the shelf, to save. Or the movie you skip, to save. So, saving has opportunity costs. Then what's the benefit? You have your money plus interest. Your money grows, so it can buy more later. The higher the interest, the greater the benefit. The question, are the benefits of saving worth the opportunity costs?
All right, later, Ricky.
Bye-bye, Ricky.
Give us a call. Hey, man, you know, putting away all that money, man, is hard work, you know? It takes willpower. No, I mean, won't power.
Hey, I haven't played pinball in weeks, man. Hope I haven't lost my touch.
It bothers me having all that money in the cigar box. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there. Besides, what if it gets stolen? Gotta be a better way, Paco.
Maybe we better put it in the bank. It would be safe there and would earn interest.
Hey, right. And the interest we'd earn would help our money grow faster. Mm-hmm. Hey, wow, talk about interest. Look at this. Hey, I've never seen such a high rate. Maybe we should put our money in one of these money market funds. Make a mint.
You know, my dad put his money in a credit union.
What's a credit union?
I couldn't help overhearing you. I belong to a credit union.
Oh, yeah?
We take the savings of some of the members and loan it to other members. But you have to be a member of the credit union in order to save or borrow there. If you guys need financial advice, why don't you go to a banker savings and loan?
Hey, that sounds like a great idea. Hey, look, thanks a lot. Hey, we can do that tomorrow, man. Yeah.
You come to the right place. We offer both savings accounts and certificates of deposit.
Certificates of deposit?
Yes, certificates of deposit, or CDs, pay higher interest than a regular savings account. But there is a large minimum deposit required, and you must keep your savings on deposit for at least 6 months, or there is an interest penalty.
What about a money market fund?
I know about those. We can't get one of those here. See, the interest on the money market fund is higher than what we make on a CD. And we can get our money anytime we want.
Can't we put all our savings in a money market fund?
You can, but there are drawbacks to a money market fund, too. They also require a minimum deposit, and your savings are not insured. So there are more risks involved than with a regular savings account or a CD.
Is a CD insured?
Yes, the CD is insured by the government. Your savings accounts are insured, too. And with these accounts, you can withdraw funds at any time without an interest penalty.
Would you mind if we talk this over a minute?
Oh, no, go right ahead. I'll be right back.
A regular savings account won't pay much interest, but it is safe. And we can withdraw it at any time.
Yeah, but a CD pays higher interest and it's safe, too.
But we can't touch it for at least 6 months. The money market fund will pay high interest, but it's not as safe since it's not insured.
But it is available whenever we want it. Could we do both? Put some in the savings account to be on the safe side, and the rest put in the money market fund to earn more interest?
Of course you can.
Sounds like the best idea to me. Let's do it.
Ricky?
Yeah, Ma?
I'm sorry to bother you. I spoke to my boss, and he told me I could have next week off to take care of Aunt Martha. Does your offer still stand?
My offer? Yeah, my offer.
Ricky, if it's too expensive, I just won't go.
Don't be ridiculous. When do you have to leave?
Tomorrow morning.
Or you start packing your things, Mom. I'll get the money right now.
Do we have enough for the outfits?
We are getting there, but it will be closed.
We'll make it just in time for the contest next Saturday.
Finally.
Sorry, guys. Something's come up. Something important. You gotta let me borrow about $300 from our savings account for a couple weeks.
You're kidding.
No, he's not kidding. What do you want the money for, Ricky?
I promised my...
Ricky, you promised us. No exceptions, remember?
Yeah, well, I've been making too many promises lately. Are you gonna lend me the money or not?
No exceptions.
I'll find it someplace else then.
Hey, what about rehearsal?
I promised, Mom. But then I promised the guys, too. Man, I gotta find a way to borrow the money.
Hey, Robert! Man, what's the matter with you? Do you know what time it is?
I gotta talk to you.
Man, you're gonna wake up the whole neighborhood. I'll talk to you in the morning.
It's important. I don't have my dad's guitar.
What?
I had to hawk it. I need the money for my mother.
Man, why didn't you tell us about this?
I tried.
Look, Don't worry about it. I'll talk to Paco. Meet me at the tailor shop tomorrow at 4:30. We'll figure out something, man.
Even with the interest we've earned, there's not enough money to get all the outfits and get his guitar out of Hawk. Where is he anyway?
Look, you say he'd be here. Cool your jets, man. We got over an hour.
Hey, guys! Excuse me. Come here. Look, I got an idea.
Only 2 outfits?
This will never work, man.
There are some stories from my past, the stories I could tell. I might have made mistakes, but babe, I learned my lessons well. Won't you give me the chance to show you just what I can do? And I am sure that you will see that I can do the job for you. Job of loving you, needing you, want you for my own. Job of holding you, don't you know, never gonna be alone. 'Cause I'm fighting through the mile, trying to get on through, applying for the job of loving you.
All right, let's hear it for vertical expansion. Okay. All right, we're going to take a little break now while the judges tally their votes.
Opportunity costs. What were they? The things the boys gave up when they decided to save for the outfits. Movies. Records. Pizza. But was it worth it?
We made it! By the seat of our pants.
Yeah, literally. Hey, at least all the saving and sacrifice would have been worth it if we win.
Hey, listen, maybe we can save enough money to buy a new sound system.
Hey, or a van to move the equipment. I mean, all we got to do is cut out the extras.
Like pinball? Hey, listen, let's not go too far. We don't have to save everything we earn. We can just save part of it.
Hey, you know, if we win, we ought to think about going big time.
All right, okay, the judges have reached a decision. And the winner is vertical expansion.
The content for Give and Take was developed with funds from a consortium of 45 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds were provided by these corporations and foundations. Additional support was provided by the Office of Consumers Education, U.S. Department of Education. This program was produced by the Educational Film Center under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instructional Television. The following is presented by the Joint Council on Economic Education and the Canadian Foundation for Economic Education.
I never thought much about choosing a career or where jobs come from. I just figured if I knew what I wanted, I'd be able to do it. But it doesn't always work that way. If people don't buy your product, then you don't have a job. So choosing a career means looking at what's in demand And what's in demand often changes. Decisions by people, businesses or governments can create or eliminate jobs. Of course, I didn't know any of this a few months ago. But then there was the High School Musical, and things started to happen.
Oh, wandering one, if such poor love as mine can help thee find true peace of mind, why take it, it is thine.
Thank you, Melissa. Next is Lindy Moffett.
Poor wandering one, though thou hast surely strayed, take heart of grace, thy steps retrace. Poor wandering one, poor wandering one.
I'm gonna die before he gets himself out here with that list.
It's not just the role in the show, is it?
No. The lead in the musical could be a step towards making it. There are a lot more professional singers around than there are jobs, you know.
As management has discussed with your union, and as you've probably heard, the continuing sharp decline in sales and rising costs has made it necessary for Century Can...
Get to the point, Jackson. Tell us, do we have jobs or don't we?
We will close at the end of this month. Management regrets any hardships. Under the law, most of you are entitled to unemployment compensation. And according to your union contract, most of you will receive severance pay. High seniority workers will get priority transfer rights.
12 years, Caroline. What am I going to do? What am I going to tell Lindy and Scott?
That is going to be tough.
I could kick myself. Not taking that computer training course. I mean, who's going to hire a 45-year-old woman with no skills and a family to support?
Well, you could try the Say-You-Pack plant. It looks good for me there because of that course, but...
If I got a job there, I'd have to start at the bottom. Whoever thought I'd lose my job because of plastic bags?
No, Emma, when you make something like tin cans that aren't used as much, the jobs just disappear. Nowadays, folks are always in a hurry. Nobody has time to cook anymore. Just buy a frozen dinner in a plastic bag and heat it up. Bye-bye.
Mom! Hi! Guess what?
You got a part.
I got the lead.
Oh, Lindy. Oh, honey, I'm so proud of you.
And guess what else?
I can't imagine anything more.
Mr. Rosenberg says that the lead may give me a better crack at the Performing Arts Scholarship.
That's wonderful, sweetheart.
Mwah. When's Scott getting home? He won't think being a singer's so stupid if I can at least get some free training, right?
Right. I'm afraid I've got some news for Scott myself.
Hey, Scott. Hey, man, I hear that you quit.
Yeah. Got enough saved to get me a couple of years of electronics school by the end of this month.
Man, are you leaving a job like this? Good pay, good hours? Man, you are crazy.
I want to get some skills that don't depend on the government building or not building highways. If I get some training in electronics, I'll always be in demand for a job with better pay and better hours. So think about that, guy. Aren't you tired of always being the victim, Mom?
Scott, please.
You gave Century Can 12 years of your life. And you're fired just like that. Well, I don't have to let it happen to me. I'm out of here.
Mom just finished saying that when she gets her unemployment compensation, it still won't cover our expenses. You can't leave now.
Now is when the school starts. I'm not waiting another year.
Scott and Lindy, stop it. Now, look, I don't want you to give up your electronics training. Now, look, honey, it is not the end of the world. We'll manage somehow. I'll get another job. I just heard that there was a running shoe outlet opening up on the other side of town. I'll try there.
Running shoes? Great. Another job making something you hope people are gonna keep buying. Don't you understand, Mom? I've got to get this training so I can come back and really help out. Support us even, in a way I can't do now. I know it isn't gonna be easy, but we can tough it out. Lindy could get a job.
No. She's got school, and now this musical she can't work to.
Why not?
Because good grades and good performance will get her a voice scholarship next year.
Big deal.
That's my career you're talking about.
Career? You're gonna make a career out of acting and singing? Do you know how few actresses actually work?
I'm going to be one of them.
This is the final call. Train number 104, the Crescent, track number 37.
Okay, sweetheart.
All aboard.
I'll be back, Mom.
Okay.
Count on me. Bye.
I love you, son.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Oh, love it, love it. Oh, okay. All right, I'll speak to you later. I'm sorry, you don't have a resume. You don't have an 8x10 glossy. No matter how talented you are, no one's going to see you.
You're pretty good. Unfortunately, my next 3 shows are already cast. But I'll keep you in mind.
So if I take the job, I'll have to work every afternoon starting at 3?
Right. We're really busy now, and we need all the help we can get.
I'll have to let you know. All right.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Keep it up, keep it light, nice and light. Move light, there you go. Energy high. All right, hold it, everybody, hold it. Hold it, everybody. Let's take it from the top. Try it one more time. Come on, Lindy. Is everything all right?
I have to talk to you, Mr. Rosenberg.
All right, take 5, everybody.
Look, Lindy, I'm telling you, don't do it. The scholarship committee's decision is always based on performance in the musical.
The only way I can have the job at the record store is to drop out of the show, don't you see? The work and rehearsal hours are the same.
Look, take another day to decide, okay? You okay?
Okay. Now, honey, I want you to try this on. Tell me again about the job interview, Mom. Oh, Lindy. The running shoe outlet may have work in a few weeks. May? What does May mean, Mom? May means that it looks pretty good. Although it's not going to pay as much as the can company. But listen, I want you to stop worrying. There. What do you think? I think
think I should do more to help out.
Lindy, about the costume, what do you think?
Oh, it's great. Listen, Mom, I may not be able to wear it.
What? It looks terrific on you. Hello? Yes? I'm Mr. Salter.
Hello, Mr. Salter. This is Lindy. What? I'll be there as fast as I can.
Lindy, who is that?
Keep sewing, Mom. I may not have to take the job in the record store.
Record store? What record store?
With your new dinner theater on weekends?
Yes, my new dinner theater in Bloomington. We open in January.
In Bloomington? But I have another semester of school, Mr. Salter, and I'm trying to get a scholarship next year.
Lindy, you want to be a singer? Start singing. Experience pays off in a tough field.
But Mr. Rosenberg says the training will pay off, that if...
You either want the job or you don't want it. Full-time on-the-job training. Salary plus tips.
A new theater. How long will the job last?
In the entertainment business, there are no guarantees. Demands change. The theater could fold tomorrow, or it could be a big success.
I need time to think about it. Can I have a few days?
All right. You're good enough for me to wait, but only until tomorrow. Then I have to start auditioning again.
I'll let you know by tomorrow afternoon, okay? What a choice. If I take the part-time job, I can help Mom, but it doesn't do anything for my career. If I stay in the school show, I can't help Mom, but it might help my career later. And if I take Mr. Salter's job, I can start my career now. But what if there's no demand for the dinner theater? Then what?
The content for Give and Take was developed with funds from a consortium of 45 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds were provided by these corporations and foundations. Additional support was provided by the Office of Consumers Education, U.S. Department of Education. This program was produced by the Educational Film Center under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instructional Television. The following is presented by the Joint Council on Economic Education and the Canadian Foundation for Economic Education.
$2, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me see. That's good work, Brett. I just want to tell you guys how pleased I am with your work.
You want to come into my office and talk about it, Mr. Riley?
No, seriously, Carl, I wasn't sure about buying this new King cutter. You know, for that kind of money, we could have got a computerized bookkeeping service.
How about a new truck?
Yeah. Well, that'll come later. Right now, this new King machine brings in more customers, new customers. I just want to tell you how happy I am with your work on the King.
A king in his court.
Oh, don't forget about that theater job. We have to get the stage door fixed by this afternoon. And try and keep your mind on the work. Forget about the actresses.
Okay, Mr. Riley.
Hey, Carl, did you see those dressing rooms down the hall?
Yeah, they were pretty fantastic, weren't they? I bet you that guy makes more in one day than we make in an entire month.
Are you on about money again?
Brad, Riley tosses nickels around like they were manhole covers, you know?
Yeah.
Screwdriver.
Here. Well, here you go.
Thank you very much.
But we're learning.
Learning? Hey, we both know we can cut with the King as well as anybody.
Yeah. That's only because of Riley. I mean, we didn't exactly have a lot to offer last summer when you hired us to clean up the place.
Not exactly Kings then, huh?
Jokers, kid. Jokers.
Done.
Okay, let's go. You gonna take that course in the Press-O-Matic?
What?
That new push-button, no-key lock. Riley's gonna start selling it soon. He wants us to go to the seminar and learn how to install it.
Ah, I can't afford it.
What are you talking about? Can't afford it. Riley's paying.
Hey, I got better things to do with my weekend, okay? Better looking things to do.
No. Truth is, that old cylinder's gone. Well, that's a good try anyway, Brett. You enjoying your work around here, Brett?
Oh, yeah. I like learning new things.
That's good for me, too. Because now that you know something about locks and we've got that new King cutter, our productivity's gone way up around here.
Productivity?
Yeah, productivity. It means the amount of work we do in a day. Now, we can increase our productivity around here by doing more work every day. Or we can do the same amount of work in less time. If we increase our productivity, it gives us more time to do other things.
Like what?
Well, like trying to outwit the thieves in more sophisticated ways. You know, the direction I'd like to see us go in is into complete security systems. That's the future.
That sounds great, Mr. Riley.
You stick with me, kid. And remember, never drop your productivity. See you later.
It's room 303, 304, and 305, and I'll see you downstairs afterwards, okay? Oh, hi, Brett.
Hiya, Miss Morgan. How you doing?
I'm fine.
You met my friend Carl?
No.
Hi.
Hi, Carl. You look familiar. Have you lived in Lennoxville all your life?
No, not yet.
Ooh, Brett, your friend's a comedian.
He thinks he is.
Say, I hear that you two are both pretty good on the King cutter.
Where'd you hear that?
I've got one coming in a couple of weeks, and I'm looking for 2 people to run it. Interested?
No, thanks. We've already got a job with Mr. Riley.
Well, I'll pay a lot more than Mr. Riley for the right guys.
It sounds real good, Miss Morgan, but your company didn't get big by throwing away money on guys like us.
Now, look, I wouldn't offer that much to just any summer help. But you two are both trained on the King, you see. I'm going to be saving money because I won't have to train somebody else. I also won't be wasting any time. I'm willing to pay for productivity.
Thanks, Lucy, but I don't think so. You coming?
Think about it, Carl. Let's talk again next Thursday. That's payday around your place, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they like to call it.
See you.
Thank you.
Money, 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 money.
Money. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. What about Riley?
He's offering us a chance to learn the business. That's worth something.
Not enough.
He's got other plans for us, too.
Look, Brett. Sometimes you gotta start making your own plans and your own money.
Productivity. What is it? For the work you put in, how much do you get out? Speaking precisely, productivity is the amount of output per unit of input. If we want to increase productivity, there are two ways. Take cutting keys, for example. We can cut more keys in the same time, or the same number of keys in less time. How do we do that? One way is by using new and better machines. Another way is by workers improving their skills. Both new machines and improved skills have opportunity costs. What are opportunity costs? Opportunity costs are the things you give up when you make one choice instead of another. Money spent for a new machine cannot be used to buy a new truck. For the businessman, is the increased productivity worth the cost of the new machine? Time spent learning new skills cannot be spent earning money. For the worker, there is a gamble. Better trained workers usually get better jobs. Is a better job guaranteed after training? How much better? Will it pay off?
The Eagle flies, boys. Oh, yeah, we're getting those new Press-O-Matic locks next week. You can both take that course this weekend. Let me know, eh?
Sparrow has landed. Time to call Lucy. Brett?
I don't know, Carl. Let's give it some time. Tell them we're thinking about it.
Thinking about it? I have been thinking about it all summer. Is it Lucy?
No, I'm sticking with Riley.
You're nuts.
Carl, all you ever think about is money.
Yeah? Well, somebody should.
Stuff it, Carl.
What are you going to do with all the money you made this week, Carl?
Well, I think I might just turn around and buy out Mr. Riley.
What a good idea.
Sure,
You love that.
Set up some competition for you.
Listen, I don't mind competition. That's pretty healthy, you know? Keeps you sharp.
Yeah, but I'll take all your employees with me.
Oh, I see. You've got it all figured out.
Well, that's more like it.
Good job, Carl.
Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.
You too. Goodbye.
5810.
That's fantastic.
And the guy who gave the seminar said that this lock is going to replace all other high security systems. And the setup time is cut almost in half.
And that spells
Increased productivity. We'll get the same output of locks with less input of time.
And when we get in this new security system, we're gonna go places together.
Brett. How's it going?
Hey, Carl. This is not going well. Do you want to play?
Sure, why not?
All right. So, how's Lucy? You working on the King?
Night and day.
How's the money?
Laughing all the way to the bank. It's going to get better in September.
September? You mean you're not going back to school?
I'm thinking about it. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking just the opposite. I want to take a security systems course at Lakeshore College.
College? Since when?
I want to specialize in security systems.
You can do that by sticking with Riley.
No. There's just some things you can't learn in the job.
But college, Brett, is so expensive. And you don't get any guarantee. Look at Joey. He's got a BA, he's out driving a cab.
But I figure with an education, there's just some things that just don't show up on a paycheck.
Like what?
Talk to Joey. He understands a lot of things we've never even heard about.
I don't know, Brett. It's your money. I'm sticking with Lucy.
The content for Give and Take was developed with funds from a consortium of 26 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds were provided by these corporations and foundations. Additional support was provided by the Office of Consumers Education, U.S. Department of Education. This program was produced by The Filmworks for TV Ontario under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instructional Television.
According to the results of our poll, cleaning up the vacant lot and making it into a student park was the most popular class project idea by 2 to 1.
Has anyone talked to Mr. Hanley yet? He owns that lot, you know.
Not yet, but I can't imagine why he wouldn't let us clean it up. That place is a mess.
Besides, he's not using it. He gets his property fixed up for free, and we get a place to eat outside, other than the front steps.
I agree, Raphael, but I think Graham has a point. Someone has to talk to Mr. Hanley before we announce a project to the school. I'll be happy to go this afternoon if someone else will come with me.
Raphael and I'll go with you, Holly. If we don't get this project going right away, We won't have it ourselves before school's out.
Okay, that ends the meeting for today. We'll meet tomorrow at the same time, and we'll tell you the results of our meeting with Mr. Hanley. So, all right, I'll call Mr. Hanley, make an appointment with him, and we'll go see him after school.
Yeah, can we meet you out there after school?
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
See you later.
I've owned that lot for years, and I've never been able to figure out what to do with it. So, I suppose if you kids are really willing to clean it up, you can use it for a student park.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hanley.
You won't regret it, sir. We'll make it a place you can be proud of.
We can even name it Hanley Park if you'd like.
It won't be necessary. But you've got to keep the noise down. I don't want folks in the neighborhood to be bothered.
We will, we will. Thank you, Mr. Hanley.
Come on, you guys, smile.
Boy, was that a job and a half.
Yep, but it sure was worth it. No more eating lunch on the front steps.
I just hope people will want to use it.
I hate oranges, seriously. Here's an orange, Victor, there you
I don't believe it. This place is really getting popular.
A lot of these people aren't even students. How'd they find out about this place?
Word gets out, I guess. There's Raphael. Let's go sit.
We're lucky to get a seat these days.
What bothers me is that half the people here didn't do one thing to help us clean up this lot. We paid for all the cleanup stuff and we did all the work.
Well, if we have to clean up after all these people, we'll never get the work done. Maybe we should put up a sign saying, this area is for students only.
I'm not sure we can. This is Mr. Hanley's lot, and only he can exclude people.
Yeah, well, if it gets any noisier, he may decide to exclude us along with everyone else. I don't think we can complain to him.
What if we go to the city? Try to talk Mayor Blunt into buying this lot from Mr. Hanley. Then the city could help us maintain it as a public park. The city would pay to clean the place up instead of us.
Say, you young folks deserve a lot of congratulations. You've done a mightily fine job here.
Thank you, Mr.
Dalloway. Nicholas, you can call me Nick Dalloway. Yeah, I've been coming by here at lunchtime for a couple weeks now, and I gotta say it, I'm impressed. It's the hottest little lunch spot in town.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Converting the lot into a park was our class project.
Really? Well, it was a grand idea. But I gotta say it, I'm a little envious.
Why, Mr. Dalloway?
I wish I'd thought of it. Well, I gotta get back to work. I just thought I'd come by, give credit where credit was due. See ya.
He seemed like a nice man.
Maybe.
That's a tempting offer, Dalloway. I guess the kids cleaning up that lot was to my advantage. You're the only offer I've had in years.
Well, Mr. Hanley, you just name your price. As far as I'm concerned, setting up a Raleigh's Trolley on that piece of property will be the best investment I ever make. The place was made for the fast food concession business.
I don't know, Dalloway.
Gordon, I'm gonna be providing jobs for some of those students. Raleigh's Trolleys makes cheap, nutritious food. And on top of that, I'm gonna be taking over a tax burden on a vacant lot that you've been carrying for years.
Those kids would really be disappointed.
I know, but... You think about it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
In other words, you want the city to buy Mr. Hanley's lot and to maintain it as a public park.
That's right, Mayor Blount. We fixed the lot up, but now it's become so popular, we're having a hard time keeping it clean.
And we're also afraid that Mr. Hanley may shut us down if it starts getting too noisy.
Buying that lot may not be too easy. That's why I've asked our city planner, Miss Bortnick, here to join us. She's our expert on goods and services provided by government.
Can the city buy our park, Miss Bortnick? A lot of people besides students are using it now.
And we just don't think it's fair that we should do all the work of maintaining it.
Well, shared consumption is one aspect of public goods. As long as one person's using it, doesn't prevent someone else from using it, there is a case for government provision. But there's also another aspect of public goods, non-exclusion. Most public goods cannot exclude people who don't pay directly.
If we put up a street light, for example, we can't use it to let some people see better than others. Once the light is up, anyone that passes by can see better.
And one person seeing better doesn't make the light less useful to others who can see better too. It's also shared consumption.
You've got it.
But what's this got to do with our park?
If the city buys the park, we couldn't exclude people from using it. A private owner can exclude people, but the city can't.
So you can buy it?
We'd have to make a study of the costs and benefits first. Then there'd have to be a public hearing. Then the city council and the taxpayer would have to vote on it. It's a long process.
We'll have graduated by then.
Not that long. But the city has limited tax revenue. Buying their land would not only cost us the money that we paid to purchase it, but we would lose the property taxes we now collect from Mr. Hanley. And it would have to be maintained at public expense. And I'm just not sure how much support there is for this public park of yours.
And we're already under a lot of pressure to repair the roads and get more police cars.
And we're really in a tight spot as a result of the mosquito spraying last summer. We may have to do it again this year.
Well, why don't you let people spray their own mosquitoes? If they want to get rid of them, they can pay for it directly.
I'm afraid that's not practical, Graham. In order to be effective, every place has to be sprayed. If only some people spray, then the mosquitoes from the unsprayed areas would spread and infect all over. It's shared consumption and non-exclusion again. Here we have both. There is no effective way to keep the mosquitoes away from only those people who are willing to pay. Once they're eliminated, everyone benefits, whether they pay for it or not.
Yes?
4 o'clock appointment is here, sir.
All right, thank you. Well, thank you for coming by. I'll give your proposal some thought, and I'll let you know about it in a few days.
We look forward to hearing this.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Good luck.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
What are we going to do now?
Well, nice seeing you again.
Hello, Mr. Dalloway. Why, you must be Mayor Blount's 4 o'clock appointment.
Sure am. I'm here to see about that little park you kids built. I found that the zoning regulations make it okay for me to buy it, so I'm gonna put a little fast food trolley on there for all the students. What do you think of that?
If you buy it and put up a Raleigh's trolley, we can't eat our lunch there anymore.
Well, sure you can. If you buy it for me. Folks who buy their lunch from my trolley can use the whole park. Of course, I'm gonna have to exclude others. I mean, I'm running a private business here, not a public convenience. Besides, I can give you some jobs. Nice seeing you again. Let's go talk to Mr. Hanley and see if we can convince him not to sell.
Yeah, good idea. Let's go.
I wish I could give you a definite answer, but I'm afraid it's not that simple. You see, if I decide to sell that lot, I might want to sell it to the highest bidder, whether that's Nick Dalloway or the city or someone else entirely. Who can say?
This place is becoming a zoo.
At least we can still use it.
Not for long. Maybe we should get Miss Sportnick and Mayor Blount down here tomorrow. Show them how popular the park is with everyone, not just students.
And show them how important it is this place be publicly owned.
Well, I guess we'd better clean up because no one else will.
All right, let's get at it.
The city will lose tax revenue if they buy this lot. Well, as a taxpayer, why should my money be used to buy a path for you?
Your taxes pay for roads that you don't drive on.
Well, roads have external benefits. They are used to deliver food and other things. You can benefit from a road even if you don't use it. How do I benefit if you get a free park?
Well, now.
You can still use this park if you buy your food at Raleigh's Trolley.
And we can if we don't.
Easy for you to say. I'm looking for a job with Galloway.
Well, what should we do now?
The content for Give and Take was developed with funds from a consortium of 45 state and provincial education agencies. Other funds were provided by these corporations and foundations. Additional support was provided by the Office of Consumers Education, U.S. Department of Education. This program was produced by Bradshaw McLeod and Associates Limited for the Alberta Communications Corporation Educational Services under the supervision of AIT, the Agency for Instructional Television.